Good evening, everybody. Today is Thursday, July 18th. The end of our break is tomorrow. We start back up in the MLB. With that said, I'm just going to go over a few things here. I'm going to go through the first half recap of the first half. We got the Orioles leading the American League over the Yankees by one. Cleveland holds a 4.5 game over the Twins. Seattle holds only a game lead over Houston. And then in the National League, Phillies are 8.5 ahead of the Braves. Brewers are 4.5 over the Cardinals. And the Arizona is trailing the Dodgers by 7. But things get interesting is the wild card. Yankees still hold a 3.5 game lead for the first spot in the wild card. But Kansas City, Houston, and Tampa are still within reach of the playoffs. In the National League, the Braves have a 4-game lead. St. Louis and the Mets got the second and third. But Arizona, San Diego, the Pirates, San Francisco, Cincinnati, and the Cubs are right there for the taking. So anything can happen. It should be an exciting second half of the year. We recharged our batteries. We're ready to give out some picks for tomorrow. But right now, we just going to go through a brief thing. I don't have any stats up and everything. So what I'm just going to do is going to go walk through real quick of the so-called lineup for tomorrow. And here on tomorrow, as you see, we don't have everything up. Arizona goes to Chicago. It's an early game. Arizona's 6-4 over the last 10. The Cubs are 4-6. Both teams are in the hunt for the playoffs, so this is going to be a big series. Then Philly goes to the Pirates. The Pirates, believe it or not, are the hottest, tied with the Mets, the hottest team in the National League over the last 10, going into the break at 7-3. And Philly's 5-5. Philly had a bad weekend to close out the All-Star, leading up to the All-Star break. Cincinnati goes to Washington. Washington floundered out of the last 10. They were 3-7. And Cincinnati, they were 5-5. They're right in there, but it's going to be interesting. I think Washington is done for the year. Tampa Bay Yankees, big series for both teams. This first week is very important to see if Tampa is going to be sellers or buyers. The same thing for the Yankees if they're going to pick up anybody. It should be interesting. Detroit goes to Toronto. Detroit has been the hottest team in baseball the last 10 games, 8-2. Toronto's playing better ball. They're 5-5. And they got a ways to get back in the hunt. I think they're going to sell, but who knows? But right now, we'll find out tomorrow when we have the lineups and everything out. The Mets against the Marlins. Marlins have been playing better, even though they're 3-7 the last 10. The Mets have been hot. They dropped that last game to Colorado, but they're right in there. It should be interesting tomorrow. Padres have cooled off. So has Cleveland. They both looked forward to that break, and now the second half starts. We'll see what happens. St. Louis goes to Atlanta. 6-4 the Braves are, 5-5 St. Louis. Both need to pick up the pace going into the second half. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Baltimore got a much-needed win against the Yankees. They're going against a Texas team, which I believe is going to sell off. They've been 7-3 the last 10 games, but I think they're still going to sell their pieces, and I think Baltimore will be buyers. Sox, they're definitely sellers. There's not much to say except for Garrett Crochet. Kansas City is right there for the playoff hunt. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting second half for both the American League and National League for the wild cards. We'll talk more about this tomorrow when we get the lines and everything. I just wanted to show what's being played tomorrow. San Francisco goes to Colorado. Colorado goes home. They play much better at home than they do on the road. San Francisco needs to win. They need to take care of this. we'll see what happens when we get the lines and everything up tomorrow. And geez. Anaheim or LA versus Oakland. Oakland, they're 5-5 last 10, but this team can hit the ball. They can hit the ball. Their pitching comes. I mean, they're out of the playoffs. Both teams are out of the playoffs, but they got some pride. They're both probably going to sell some pieces off here in the next week or two. So we'll see what happens. Houston goes to Seattle. Big series here. This is for first place in the West. Mariners have been so. They blew a couple of games against Anaheim. Keep calling Anaheim last week, and Houston's coming on strong. So this is a good contest. Boston goes to LA. Boston 7-3 the last 10. LA's 3-7. We'll see what happens. Nothing really on it. And that's basically all I have. Quick rundown in both the National League and the American League. If you're out there watching, I don't see too many people watching today. Go subscribe at Dimension Sports on YouTube and subscribe to us. Not much going. Just wanted to show we do have cards up now on our website. It's very little. We got over probably 100,000 cards, so we'll be putting them up for months. But we just want to know you can still go to our website, dimensionsports.com, click on the sites, the links, and then get us to our eBay sites, or you can go right on our site, check out our cards there, and get our cards there. So that's coming, but it's going to be slow process. Like I said, we have over 100,000 cards to put up. So you go to dimensionsports.com, click on the link, you go to Pat's eBay store or my eBay store, or you go right to Dimension Sports, where we do have it for cheaper than we would have it on eBay because we don't have to pay all those fees. So, but like I said, we've only got like 30 cards up right now. We got over 100,000 to list. So it's going to be a while, but we keep putting more and more up each day. We just started this morning. So just keep in tune. With that said, I'm not going to stay on here much longer because there really is nobody watching. So with that, I'm just going to say we'll see you back tomorrow because I'm out of here.